All right, Miriam, what did you think?
I wasn't really sure what his topic was, but other than that, that was really informative and I liked it. But that was confusing, and he was a little bit over the place.
All right. I'm sorry that the camera died while this was going on because I think it missed the last 20 seconds of your speech, and there's a delivery issue that I want to mention right at the end. In the last minute of your speech, it's like you've lost all energy in your presentation. You're just kind of giving up and let me get through this and be done with it. And I think at the beginning you should be starting off with a good energy, and it's not bad at the beginning, but as you go through the presentation it just feels less and less like you're less engaged in the presentation. We're going to work on delivery issues a little bit more, but that was something that's noticeable, and as the camera was going off I said, oh, he's not going to be able to see what... You'll hear some of it, but it was like really obvious in the last 30 seconds of the speech. It just sounded like you were kind of surrendering at the end. So you want to be careful about that. You want to keep your delivery level consistent. I like the idea at the beginning of the New Year's resolution. I think that's good. I know that it's a health-related subject. That sounds like what your topic is going to be. But as we go along, it turns out that that's not really what the topic is. Your topic is really this website that's designed to get us to the healthy situation. And so I think you need to be a little bit clearer about that at the beginning. Blogilates, when you presented it at first, I thought it was just going to be a source citation that you were presenting during the speech. But then, like another 30 or 40 seconds after you introduced it, I realized, nope, that's the topic. So I understand what Miriam's talking about here, that she's not quite sure what it is that the topic is. The truth is that this is a speech that's almost an advertisement for that website. Here's a place that you can go to accomplish a lot of your goals. And I think that's what you want to say at the beginning. That's the purpose of your speech. I want to tell you about this fantastic site that's going to help you meet your goals. Those New Year's resolutions that you made, you can achieve them, but the way to do it is by doing it in a plan. And how do you get that plan? Here's the place that you should be going for that. It makes it almost a persuasive speech when you do it that way. But you could say, today I want to introduce you to this website that can help you achieve those goals. And I think you can get away with it a little bit more. There needs to be a clearer structure. I thought at the beginning that you had a preview of what was going on, but as the speech developed, I didn't really hear much sense of structure. You were quoting she for the first 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the speech, and I had no idea who she was. And then I heard a reference to Casey, and then finally, I think 6 minutes into the speech, I heard her last name also. So it seems like there's some information here that hasn't been plugged in. It's in the speech, but it's kind of, like Miriam said, a little bit random. I think there needs to be a better plan as to how this is going to be developing. The idea of people who follow the site being popsters, and they've got their own little community that they've created. That sounds interesting. How big is this community? How many people are there on this site? Do people subscribe to it? Is it a subscription fee that you do for these sorts of things? You keep talking about the stuff that's going on the blog site, and I got a couple of pictures of images that like products for sale, and I got the one calendar, but I'm thinking, well, so far this website doesn't look very interesting. It doesn't look very involving. Where are those workout things that you were talking about? Where's that collage that you mentioned that is going on? And I'm not getting any of those images. Why didn't we get a screenshot of the homepage of the site as part of your opening here? I think there's a way to present this in a way that's going to be a lot more effective, and the audience will remember and be engaged with the material a little bit more. As it is, it just feels like you're kind of running through some random information. Why you're talking about the products that she sells first, I don't know. That seems to me to be something that would come later. First, tell me what it is that goes on the site. It's inspiring and creates a plan for people to do these particular things. And here's the way she does it. She helps you create a calendar of your own schedule. She makes recommendations of these particular products that would be so beneficial to you. She keeps you uplifted and motivated. And I'll show you in a few minutes how she does that with some of the products that she sells also. And then now let's go through the website itself, and here's the way it's structured, and here are 3 different pages on the site that do these different things that we're talking about. And if you need more inspiration, you know what? You can do that by getting these products and then introduce the products. It just feels like it's not well organized. You've got information here, but it hasn't been assembled into a more coherent speech. So I like the idea of the topic. I think you've got interesting information here. I think you need some outside research on this also, so it's not just all like a personal endorsement of the website. If this is a successful site as you've described it, and there is a large community about it, somebody has probably written about it, and especially online, so you should be able to find that information. All right, thank you. You gotta be